There's the interface here, and so they're talking about Hearthstone again, pardon rollout. And you know, age-old question of what he called it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be honest, why there's a philosophy of, poor dumb and mean. Well, that is a very combination, you know what I mean? It's a very combination. So think about the polarization. Poor dumb and mean would be, it's more nice. I guess you would say, right? So who would not want to be that, right? So, you know, you stick your neck out, you say you do a little grooming and whatnot, and think about yourself, you know, say, roll out, you know, so a lot of times, you know, you take a week off, because, you know, you just don't have it, you don't have it, and people are like, oh, you shortchanged you in inches, well, and I'm like, why would I not be on inches? Curling on and so I was going to see someone a long time, and so we're like, so we just go over another thing, roll with it here, one Jay Tyler was talking about, and what we said is that all mentions I say, well, what's the point of me, right? And I'm like, what is it about that? I'm like, well, what is it about that? Well, you know what I'm saying? I must be able to somewhere to tell about maybe support the place. And we see, and he said, oh, we have any money. We used to give each other, our siblings, and some ourselves, give each other, wrap each other fruit up, and give each other fruit for Christmas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a very, like, you know what I'm saying, humbling idea, you know what I mean? So, I mean, there's nothing more about that. There's nothing mean about that. And there's nothing, you know what I mean? There's nothing dumb about that, you know what I mean? So, with that idea, you know, you just wonder kind of like, what is it a utility about that you put in a position about to be like, oh, such and such, without much reward and compensation and emotion and stuff like that. And so whatever, you know what I'm saying, if that's the case, you know what I mean, or logic or whatever. And it's not so much a dire need or like leaking into bankruptcy or something like slipping into bankruptcy, but at the same time, with all due, you know what I'm saying, all due, you know what I mean, you do one side, the other side. And so that's the way of that. There's nothing wrong with, I mean, like example about giving each other like, apples or mangoes or something for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong, about that. You know what I mean? Let's see, when you got, say for example, you got a car running all messed up, running down 25 miles an hour in a 5 mile an hour zone. I mean, you know, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? And it really is just frustrated, as aggravated, so aggravated. You can just tell. It's not even hard to read. It's not so much a thing, you know what I mean? So such and such. And, you know, you gotta go ahead and extrapolate, but, you know, you don't extrapolate too much because you're like, you know, you just wonder, like, okay, so what are you going to rule out pardons and stuff like that? So how would, like, say you put a spin on it, applicatory spin on it, a template on it, or a sample applicatory spin, as how would a proceeding combination handle certain situations or whatnot, and say pardonings or whatever, you know, like it's like a capital punishment or such and such other thing, or anybody, you know what I mean? No, it looks like beyond anchors here. So I mean, you know, say, you know, and so you do the 4 thing, right? Okay, just for layman's terms, or even the 31s, okay? 31. How is it house spending? A single, so one job, okay? How is it on taxes? Age-old question. The certain death, the center, everything certain. Death taxes. What is that? You know, so, you know, and I say, it's like, I wants a 4 on something, you know what I mean? What's a 4 on disability? What is a 4 on disability? Check it out. You know, it's how you're devoid of time. This so part is invalid. You're entitled to this. You may get incarcerated for this. No, this other stuff never going. You're exposed to this, right? And so, what's so invalid about a situation? If you're on disability, it's disability. So it makes it ongoing.
Karen, today Roger Stone says he has no intention of cutting a deal with Mueller, but this weekend he told the ABC he would consider cooperating.